This picture's of Rachel Corrie. She was killed in Gaza in 2003 by the Israelis. She was blocking them from bulldozing a house, and they ran her over, and she died. The Israelis bulldoze a lot of houses, and they'll kill the Palestinians, and she got killed. She was from Olympia, Washington. Gaza is kind of a trash dump, like a lot of it, but it's really nice. It's on the coast. The trash is a public health problem. Israelis really don't like the Gazans, and that's kind of the real situation in Palestine. I don't know exactly how to explain it to an American. There's this big ass wall that this is the wall in the West Bank probably that the Israelis built to keep the Palestinians out. I didn't realize Bonsky had painted there. I think I've been there where Bonsky painted that. So when the Palestinians want to go anywhere, even in the West Bank, they have to go through checkpoints, and that's what a checkpoint's like. It's like, I thought they were like every 5 miles. What someone in my head said is it's only like every 10 miles. And that's kind of what a checkpoint looks like. So like if you're driving, you can't drive more than 10 miles without going through a checkpoint like that. It takes a long time to get through some of the checkpoints, I've heard. So the Palestinians are kind of like in a cage type situation, and they're completely at the mercy of the Israeli soldiers, and they're in a trash dump, and they can't get out. And then everyone knows they're terrorists for anything. When the Israelis are invading Gaza, I promise, no one thinks anybody's invading Gaza except for the Gazans, I promise. I've come here before as Moses, and I saved the Israelis or the Jewish people from the Egyptians, and now it's almost like I'm saving the Egyptians from the Jewish people. That tear gas will burn you, and it's a chemical weapon. Like it's not like pepper spray, dude. That stuff's like a different thing. Like you'll hurt for like I got hit with it, like not even directly, and it was like probably 2 or 3 weeks my throat was hurt. Like it's a pretty brutal experience going there and like being a nun getting hit with tear gas. But the people that show up there are freaking nuns. That's who shows up there is the freaking monk. You want to talk about who's showing up there? The monk, the nun, the person that is like that freaking Christian because they know the Palestinians are actually the Christians here. But they're not. They're the ones that throw rocks at me. But you have to be a real freaking Christian to know that someone can throw rocks at you and you can still love them anyways. I don't think they should have to live in a trash dump. I think that the Israelis need to figure out how to get conquered. Like I'm hearing things in my head about like, we will nuke Gaza, we will nuke Gaza, we will nuke Gaza. We are not allowed to lose. We will nuke Gaza, we will nuke Gaza. And the reality is like, what they also told me is, yeah, well, I mean, if we nuke Gaza, then of course they're going to all kill us all. Because I said, what are you going to do, nuke everyone? Like, we'll nuke everyone. And then you'll still get killed. Like, that's kind of the situation there. If they nuke everyone, then everyone nukes them. And that's kind of like the reality about nuking everyone. You can't nuke everyone, I promise. And so, like, clearly, this is one of those situations you can't nuke your way out of. And like I said, like, when you're doing diplomacy, you should do diplomacy based on the assumption that you're not going to use nuclear weapons. And when you're surrounded by everyone who's a freaking Arab, you shouldn't be openly racist towards them. Like, clearly, I'm racist towards Arabs, and I've been pretty honest about it with the Arab people because of the way they treat women. And like I when I'm racist towards you, I'll say, here's why I'm racist. You want to find out why I'm racist? Here is why your treatment of women. Here is why your treatment of gay people. Here is why you're so freaking stupid you think that God cares if she wears a hijab. Like, here's why I'm racist. You really think it matters that much if you take a drink? You don't get that my thing about drinking is that you'll annoy the shit out of me. You'll turn violent. Like you will be mean. You will hurt your family if you become an alcoholic. There's a reason that I'm against alcohol. Alcohol makes you irrational. It makes you like lack like decision-making skills. So clearly, like there's a reason that like in the Quran, like I'm against alcohol. But the thing is, it doesn't mean that like alcohol can't be okay a little bit sometimes. Like it can be a very good thing for you. Like if you're having a few drinks, especially with a girl, like the context of the drinking, like you might really want to like get more comfortable with someone you don't know very well. So drinking can be good, but like all things in moderation. And that's kind of what Buddhism is about. And that's what a lot of things are about is moderation. I have a picture of that graffiti from Palestine. I think she was probably the type of person that believed that you can call her a terrorist. She's a terrorist. I'm a terrorist. Like, we're all terrorists. Like, that's like, we're not on your side. We're terrorists. Team terrorist, dude.